when the guy fell off the building, he was trying to get at that height. Those windows don't open. That's another thing you should have thought about before climbing up there. Climb up outside the buildings. And he actually got arrested in one country. So he used to find a way, look at the building, and then climb up to the top. Very skinny, wiry guy. But remember, we went to London on a school trip, and we went to see the Shell building. And the Shell building at that time was 600 feet, one of the tallest buildings in London. And I remember going near the edge. I was fucking shitting myself. Really scary. And so, yeah, like that. Different stuff. But, cheers. And was 800 feet, which is 200 feet more than the Shell building. Oh, by the way, the Shell building, they're the fastest elevators at that time. And I think I remember it's 24 seconds to get from the first floor to the whatever floor it was to the top, which at that time was one of the fastest. And I remember working, and they were set, and I was sat. They had the cage door open. You'd have an engineer or builder, whatever you want to call him, of the mine, with the cage open. Maybe he was just showing off. I don't know. People and heights showing off. So I've come in here today because I noticed that the Google sent me a load of places that I went to, and I left one comment on this site, and so I found out they were making a nickname for me, and so I left that comment. So the comment I want to leave today is that one of the women that work here, she's in her 50s, and she's busting. But you said bussing tables. She's in her 50s, and I just thought she's an attractive woman, and I just thought if she'd taken in her 50s for waitressing. And so any of you young waitresses out there, make sure you get some, not cock, but get some, oh, she's nice. Get some, oh, she's very tasty. Just put them down the pants. That's nice. Thank you. And I noticed before, like when there was the guy that really big, but I noticed a couple of times, I thought he's big. Then I stand up at the side of, then I go and stand next to them, and I'm just about the same size. So it's just shows you what you look at, what you can't see in yourself, especially if I stick my belly out. Yes, try and take more lessons than cock, and you can maybe buy the restaurant. There's been a couple of stories like that, hasn't there, where there's been the restaurant was closing down, and it was in America, and there was a young man and two separate cases, and they worked really hard, and they bought it, and then there was one guy, he bought the supermarket because it was going to close down. This fucking beer tastes a bit ropey. Anyone there was talking? No? Well, listen. すいませんけど、今日の初めてのビールですか？これは今日の初めてのビールですか？
1回目のビールです。
え？
はい、1回目。
そう、ちょっと変な恥だから。
あ、うん。
What? So I asked her if this was the first beer that had been bought. She said, yeah. And then she says, no, the guy next to me. Yep. But she knows I'm angry with her. So. This is not the one who's taken a lot of cock and no and lessons. You're going to take a lot of cock, get paid for it. That tastes different. これは違う味。
違う。
See, sometimes if the pipes aren't cleaned properly, it takes all the crap out with the first few beers. Most pubs, they have a cleaning system and they clean it out first thing in the morning, or is it last thing at night? Anyway, so they clean it out. Clean all the pipes out. They don't give a fuck about it. So I was expecting some money from the bicycle accident, but it's not coming. It's taking too long. So I'm going to borrow some money from my daughter. I'm just going to buy a saw. Got to cut up a lot of wood in the warehouse. Do they look different colour? That definitely tastes different, without a doubt. Yeah, if you can, これとこれも自分で飲んでみて。But this is definitely different. Okay. Believe it or not, I started YouTube because I write my own songs and I write good songs, get popular with my songs. That is why I started YouTube. Then I met this cunt called Victor. See who watches these videos. And he said, just make lots of videos. And I did. So this channel has nowhere it's going. But I tried to put a little fun in the videos, sometimes a little anger. So I tried to put some fun in. And if people watch, there's a joke because I'm a very funny guy, believe it or not. And when I'm doing the video, they don't get to see how fucking hilarious I am. And that's a sadness that I've got to carry with me to my grave. Oh, I don't know what that means. So smile. I make you smile. Okay, and wakata. I'm glad. Thank you again. My wife didn't say the same thing. Nudan. What is a nudan? It is new, that isn't it? New. This is a beer from Gusto. I remember the reason why it was. I think it was a special offer, but it was like 165 yen. So it's 150 yen plus tax. 165 yen for a glass of beer. Nope, she's gone. The guy I made smile's gone. Anyone else there?